Welcome back. I'm Doc Rodden, and this is Gruesome Magazine. Tonight we're reviewing The Confession, available on digital and on demand January 16th, 2025.
Gruesome Magazine.
And by 2025, I mean 2026. You caught that when I said it, didn't
Back in time.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, if we don't mess something up, we're just not really. Joining me tonight is Paul Cardillo. How you doing, sir? We're going to leave that in. We're going to leave that in.
That works. Hey,
we're
honest here.
No.
We're honest here.
All right. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Doc. How about you?
I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed, but it's me.
And, you want to make a confession about that?
I do. I've been doing this for over 10 years, almost 15, and I haven't gotten any better. All right. Before we get into our review of The Confession, we want to invite you to like and subscribe, share with a friend. Each click will help us find another horror fan just like you, and maybe I'll get better if you click a couple times. All right, Paul. Let's take a look at some images from this film before we get into the whatnot. Here is the poster, which I think is really cool. I love the design of this and the red eyes on the rat and the kid. Very cool. And here is a nice image of the mom and a very spooky character walking past the windows, which is, no matter how many times I see it, it kind of creeps me out. Insidious did it really well, but I still get creeped out. I don't care. Who else does it? All right. The Confession was written and directed by Will Cannon. The cast includes Paul Sire, Nope, that's not the right cast at all.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. Hey, we're going to get. All right. So this is a disaster. All right. The cast includes Scott Mechlowicz, Vince Iserson, and Ron Felica, along with. Why are they doing these so out of order? I don't know. But I think it's Ali McCulloch or Italia Ricci. I don't know. I know it's Italia Ricci.
She's the lead.
I don't like it when IMDb doesn't putting him in order of significance, right? And then we'll mention John Matthew Smith as well. He plays a pretty particular character in this. The synopsis: a musician returns to her childhood home and finds her late father's recorded murder confession made to ward off an evil force. As her son's behavior grows disturbing, she fights to end the darkness, which is quite appropriate. That is a very good synopsis for this.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, what did you think of it? What was your first impression?
I liked it a lot. We'll talk about, there's some things that could be cleaned up a little bit with it. But overall, I liked it. I liked the characters, the chemistry. The story was interesting and told in an interesting way. And they did some neat stuff with it. So yeah, overall, I liked it. How about you, Doc?
I liked it as well. It was well constructed, and the acting was very good. Cinematography was good, if not a little dark, but the cinematography was good because it was a kind of a dreary film. Once it got into the story, right? Because it kind of shifted into the story and it got darker and darker. Yeah. And but why am I not big? Why am I not big?
There you go.
There I am. Hi. I also want to mention J. Devon Johnson and somebody else. That's not the. Was it Royce? Who was the guy that came visiting? Do you remember his name?
Oh, I'd have to take a look.
Because it might be because there's not a lot of faces. Was it Royce Cobb or Harlan?
Harlan.
Okay, that's Terence Rosemore.
Yeah.
Whose picture is like a clapboard. All right. Rambling. So right. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was it did its job. It had some mythos in it that was really interesting, and I liked how it resolved. It's the kind of ending as a film, as a fan of 70s films, I really liked. And if you are aware of what 70s films do, you know what I mean. All right. What do we want to talk about first? We want to talk about the rats. Because I was not prepared for all the rats. And okay. they had CGI rats,
Yeah.
obviously CGI rats, but at the same time, they did it well. When they
Yeah.
had the rats come up that wall and then peer down, I really liked it. Now they were a little they were CGI and obviously, but at the same time, I didn't mind it because it works so well.
Yeah, right before that shot when they're looking down, when they're actually coming towards a character, you're seeing it from the character's sort of eye level view,
Right.
and it's really effective. It's really, like you said, it's really creepy. And then you go, okay, it's not, this is not a Marvel film, so they don't have the
Right.
budget for like super realistic CGI ads, but they were good enough. They worked well for it, and it was creepy as hell.
It
So I mean, yeah, it was a really good
effective.
use of
It
that.
was very effective.
Yeah, and they're not
Um,
overused. It's not, they're not overused, which is nice.
right. The kid, the son, I thought was really good. Zachary Golinger
Oh yeah.
played Dylan Riley, and I liked him. He did a really good job, and he held his own. Sometimes they don't.
No, and
Sometimes-
I think the casting did good with him, not just in terms of his acting, but his age, because
Mhm.
he was in this. He's like a preteen, and the character has to be kind of that preteen that straddle between starting to be a snotty teenager, but still also a kid.
Right, right.
And he gets it, and the fact that they cast somebody that the right age for it, I think it wasn't like the Stranger Things kids showing up.
Right,
Finn
right.
Wolfhard can't ride a bike. I mean, it's like no, it's somebody who was believable. I think it really worked well, and the
Yeah,
casting overall, yeah,
yeah, it felt authentic, and the relationship
yes,
between her, the mom and the son, felt authentic, as well as her friend from high school or whatever from when she used to live there. I presume it was high school. They talked about it, right? It was
yeah.
high
There
school
is
thing.
Grayson who was, yeah. I
Yeah,
got a feeling he was like her ex from high school, even. But they
might have
had,
been. They didn't
they had
really
really good.
specify. They didn't really get too far into it.
No, and
Which,
they didn't go down like they're like, oh well, they're going to be the love interest. No, I mean, not to get spoilery, but no, I mean, I like their relationship. I like, again, the chemistry between the lead Italia Ricci and both with I really, the chemistry of the whole cast works really well. And then
Mhm.
when Harling comes in, um, he comes in kind of a little bit later, and still I like it feels like a real relationships between these people and how these people react.
It did. Although he was playing a little bit of comedy relief, but
He
I didn't
was, but
mind it. I
it
didn't mind
still,
it.
yeah. Yeah, but he still kind of worked with it. I mean, it still worked with. I mean, because he also had to provide the main exposition. See, I can
Yes.
say it this time. The main exposition of for the film, and does it well without feeling too heavy-handed.
Right.
It gets some of the lore gets a little iffy, but I think it's good enough. I mean, I think it works well because
Mhm.
there's some real interesting. It ties into even how it resolves, so you kind of have to get the lore.
Yeah.
And it took us a little bit to go, hey, wait a second. Oh, okay. And I think
Right.
it's one of those things where we thought, oh, why this was kind of clunky. Like, no, that made perfect sense. That's why this is.
Right. That's
And so that,
actually absolutely. Yeah, and I liked the location of the house that they lived in. It wasn't there. You get to see it's in like a neighborhood when you actually had yards. If you live in a suburb now, the neighbor's like 10 feet away, but the neighbors were like, maybe yards, 10 yards away instead.
yeah.
Uh, or more than that, really. I mean, everybody had a good sized yard, but it didn't feel like they were so isolated, but yet something really creepy was happening in the house and at the
Oh yeah.
school, at the school
Oh yeah. Yeah.
with them because there was some stuff they had to deal with. So I enjoyed the dynamics of it, and then we get the final act,
Yeah.
and I will say that it paid off. I like the final
Oh
act.
yeah. Oh, I definitely. I think that's the thing, and again, it does a. What's nice is you have the setup, and you in your head go, okay, it's gonna kind of go this direction,
Mhm.
and it actually goes this direction, but it's not like so out left field. it makes logical sense, and when you get to the ending, it's
Mhm.
not like a full recontextualization, but it actually makes like the few questions you have of like, why did we go like this? It's like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, a lot of it comes together in the end.
Yeah. And there is one mystery that plays out more like an escape room without an escape. You know what I mean? It's like follow the clues, follow the clues. Which
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is true. Yeah, they do. But I think I said yes. It's like a little bit of felt like a little bit of a Dan Brown, the Da Vinci Code. But
Da Vinci Code, yes.
It worked well because you know what was nice is
In context,
it
it did work. Yeah.
it didn't take too long. It wasn't like, oh God, now this is gonna be the whole movie. Is that no? They're like they kind of put the pieces together relatively quickly, and it was
Yep.
satisfying. It's like, oh, okay. It's not like the whole film is going to be well.
That helped. That helped. It wasn't a whole film. It was just
Yeah, that one
this
sequence,
particular
but it was
segment.
fun
And
though. I kind of liked it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And I really loved the final ending.
Yes.
It pay, and that's important for me for these films to stick those landings, as we always call it. You know, the ending, pays off in a certain way.
Yeah.
And there's a variety of ways I like it to end. And this picked what I call the 70s ending. And I won't go into it any more than that, but I really liked it.
Yeah, and again, I think that ending is not only does it stick the landing, is it satisfying, but it kind of ties up. It makes you go back and not recontextualize, but you look at like I had a lingering question of, well, why did they kind of start where they started,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes a lot more sense
Right.
at that point.
And there's
Which
also some lore that pays off with that.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. With this one saying that gets said, over and over
Oh
again.
yeah.
Let's wrap this up and let's give
Well,
it a
I want to add
score.
just one point
Oh,
that I
no,
did.
we have plenty of time. Go ahead.
It was just one like I guess a little quibble we both kind of noticed was just like the editing could have been just a little tighter. There was a couple things that just seemed a little like that ending. I think I just wanted, but that's a quibble. It's
Right.
honestly it's a quibble because it still works real well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, almost a lot of films could use better, so it's not like a.
I'm not an editor. They let me hold the boom pole whenever we do films, and I bring donuts, and that's about the level of my skill. So I'm not going to,
You see how much I love editing. I screwed up in the beginning. We're leaving it in. We're leaving it in.
So that's just a small
I'm not an
quibble,
editor
but
either.
otherwise it worked real well.
All right. Well, what is your score, sir? 1 to 5, 5 being the best.
I like I said, I really enjoyed this. I think the thing that raises it up for me, one is like you said, it kind of sticks to landing. It makes the lore pay off. The lore is not just there to be. I mean, it really works well, and I like the chemistry of the character with the actors, especially the lead, Italia Ricci. I'm assuming
She's really good.
She's excellent. And but also her interaction with all the other characters, it just really flows well. I'm going to give it a good solid 3.75.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow,
I mean, because I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I think it's worth watching. I think you'll get satisfied with it. You might have a few questions going into it, but I think by the end of the film, those are sufficiently answered that you're not going to leave, angry or puzzled. I think it's very satisfying. So there you go. 3.75. I enjoyed it quite a bit. How about you, Doc?
I feel a little bad now because I have 3.5.
Oh,
I feel like I should be giving you right on the.
No, I think we're good. I think we're in line there.
Yep. All right. Well, that's our review of The Confession, which is available digital and on demand January 16th, 2026. So check it out. And we'd love to hear what you thought of it. So let us know down below. All right. With that, Paul, let's say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.